It's the CRM Success Secrets podcast about productivity with a twist. Hi there, my name is Mary Sue Dahill, your host. This podcast is for business coaches and consultants tired of working nights and weekends. They are looking for strategies and proven tactics to streamline their business using a CRM and automation. Let's get to it. I get it. Thinking about cramming all your systems into one all-in-one CRM might give you a bit of heartburn. And the idea of taking months on end, yikes. But guess what? Most of my clients make the switch in less than 30 days, and you can too. Hi there, my name is Mary Sue Dahill, and I am the host of CRM Success Secrets. I am here to tell you that most of my clients are able to make the switch in less than 30 days. Most likely you can too. This is a 5-part series on transitioning to an all-in-one CRM from setup to sales in 30 days. And I'm kicking off this series with the benefits and reasons behind aiming for a quick transition from setup to sales. So let's first start with some common concerns with moving to a new CRM. Complexity of making the move to an all-in-one CRM. It just feels complex because usually you're consolidating several different technologies into one, and most business owners don't feel comfortable with figuring this out. And I will cover this in more detail in the next episode where we'll cover how to plan and why it actually isn't complex. The second big reason for being concerned about move is that there's this feeling that there is so much to move and it will take forever. The fact is, most business owners overestimate what their tools are doing. Usually their tech is doing 1 or 2 tasks, but not much more. So they usually don't have a lot of systems to move. For example, you have your appointments in Calendly or Acuity, and it's sending confirmations and reminders. Important, yes, but really isn't complex. Very easy to set up in a new system. So this too, I will cover in more detail in upcoming episodes. The third kind of big reason for fearing the move to a new CRM is learning the system will take forever, and because it did the last time. And you did it over a long time. Usually business owners are organically selecting tools and integrating them into their processes. So, it feels like small bites maybe, but also it feels like a lot. So now that we have covered some of the common concerns, let's talk about why committing to a 30-day transition is key. I like to compare consolidating your technologies to cleaning out or organizing your closet. You've got to commit to just getting it done and set a schedule to make it happen. Dragging out the transition only makes it more painful. So first reason for getting it done in 30 days is minimizing costs and maximizing profits. So the overlapping costs of the new CRM and the old technologies is killer. And you want to make that transition as quickly as possible. When you transition over months and months, you're paying the cost of all of those systems, and never mind the cost of being confused as to where you're doing what, because when you're in transition, you may start out with your appointments, let's say in Acuity, and then at some point they move over to your new system, but it just feels uncomfortable. And if you drag it out for a long period, that feeling of uncomfortability lasts much longer. The second reason for a faster switch is forcing decisions and prioritization. And this is so important. Again, when you allow something to take 6 months, it'll take 6 months. So having an ambitious 30-day timeline really encourages business owners to make hard decisions. This includes evaluating the necessity of transitioning old data or old systems, such as a 5-year-old email sequence that may no longer be relevant. You have this attachment to something that maybe you even paid for 5 years ago, but you haven't used in 3 years. It no longer matches your messaging. It no longer matches your branding. To update the whole thing would really be starting from scratch. So the 30-day timeline just forces you to make the decision that it's not worth moving, because everything you move costs you time and costs you money. So prioritization, forcing decisions on what's really necessary to get you up and running. Third is the fear of change and creating momentum. So committing to a swift transition is like ripping the Band-Aid off. It leaves you little time to contemplate the change and how hard it will be. And once you commit and start the transition, you will feel a great deal of momentum to keep going. I promise. You will see improvement and the light at the end of the tunnel much faster. And your desire for the new system will outweigh the fear of change, and it will keep you focused on making the move. And I think this one's really the most important one, because you need that momentum. Everyone has the fear of change. Change feels hard. It feels yucky. But if you have that momentum to move forward, and with a 30-day time frame, you will start making like real changes that you will feel significantly improving your business systems right away. I can't tell you how many of my clients have really felt immediate satisfaction, and it helps them make some of those hard decisions. It helps them move forward quickly and just start getting rid of some of those technologies. So 30 days is possible, and it will help you avoid dragging out the process, dragging your feet, whatever you want to call it. And in the next few episodes, I will dig into the practical steps and strategies for efficiently transitioning to an all-in-one CRM in 30 days. Are your business systems a hot mess? Take the Systems Scorecard quiz at www.worksmarterdigital.com/quiz. You will receive proven strategies to leverage technology in your business. And when you schedule a systems strategy session with me, I will personally provide you customized recommendations for your business. So again, that is www.worksmarterdigital.com/quiz. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the CRM Success Secrets podcast. Cheers to you, and I hope that your systems are successful.